Imagine a company so massive that it generates over $500 billion in revenue every single year, employing nearly 2 million people across the globe. That's more revenue than the entire GDP of countries like Poland or Belgium. One tech giant on today's list has reached this almost incomprehensible scale, fundamentally reshaping how billions of people live their daily lives. Leave before number 1 and you'll miss the most insane entry on this list. Let's count down from number 10. At number 10, we have Oracle, the database powerhouse that quietly runs the backbone of global business. With a market cap hovering around $300 billion and annual revenue exceeding $50 billion, Oracle's software manages critical data for 430,000 customers in 175 countries. From banking systems to healthcare records, Oracle's technology processes some of the world's most sensitive information every single second. But this database giant is just the beginning of our tech titan countdown. Number 9 is Samsung, South Korea's crown jewel and the world's largest smartphone manufacturer by volume. Samsung ships over 260 million smartphones annually and dominates the memory chip market with a staggering 40% global share. The company's total revenue exceeds $230 billion, with operations spanning everything from consumer electronics to shipbuilding and life insurance. This isn't just a tech company, it's practically an entire economy unto itself, but wait until you see what's coming next. Coming in at number 8 is Meta, formerly known as Facebook, controlling a social media empire that connects 3.8 billion monthly active users across its platforms. Mark Zuckerberg's company generates over $130 billion in annual revenue, with 98% coming from advertising that targets users with terrifying precision. Meta has invested over $36 billion into its metaverse vision, betting the company's future on virtual reality even as critics question the strategy. From Instagram to WhatsApp to Facebook itself, Meta knows more about human behavior than any company in history. Number 7 brings us Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC, the invisible giant that makes the modern world possible. With a market capitalization exceeding $550 billion, TSMC manufactures over 90% of the world's most advanced semiconductors. Every iPhone, every high-end gaming PC, every AI supercomputer relies on chips fabricated in TSMC's facilities using technology so advanced that only 2 companies on Earth have mastered it. One geopolitical crisis in Taiwan could bring global tech production to its knees, but there's an even bigger player ahead. At number 6, we find Tencent, China's social media and gaming juggernaut that most Westerners have never heard of. With a market cap around $400 billion, Tencent's WeChat super app has 1.3 billion monthly users who use it for everything from messaging to payments to ordering food. The company owns Riot Games, Epic Games' largest shareholder position, and pieces of nearly every major gaming studio worldwide. Tencent's reach into daily life in Asia is so complete that it makes Western tech companies look almost quaint by comparison. Number 5 is Alphabet, better known as Google, the company that literally owns the verb for internet searching. Alphabet generates over $300 billion annually, processing 8.5 billion searches every single day while YouTube serves up a billion hours of video content daily. Google's Android operating system runs on 70% of the world's smartphones, and its advertising network follows users across millions of websites. With ventures in self-driving cars, quantum computing, and life extension research, Alphabet is betting big on controlling humanity's future. Landing at number 4 is Amazon, Jeff Bezos' everything store that has fundamentally transformed global retail and computing. Amazon's annual revenue exceeds $570 billion, with 200 million Prime subscribers paying for the privilege of faster shipping. Amazon Web Services alone generates over $90 billion yearly, providing the cloud infrastructure for Netflix, Spotify, and even many of its retail competitors. The company delivers 10 million packages daily in the US alone, employing over 1.5 million people worldwide, but 3 companies tower even higher. Number 3 brings us Microsoft, the Redmond giant that has reinvented itself from software dinosaur to cloud computing powerhouse. With a market capitalization dancing around $3 trillion and annual revenue surpassing $210 billion, Microsoft's Azure cloud platform battles Amazon for supremacy. Windows still runs on 1.4 billion devices, Office 365 has 380 million subscribers, and Microsoft's $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard made it gaming's biggest power player. Under Satya Nadella's leadership, this 49-year-old company became cool again, but it's still not number 1. At number 2 stands Apple, the most valuable brand on planet Earth and the company that put a supercomputer in everyone's pocket. Apple's market cap has exceeded $3.5 trillion, with annual revenue around $390 billion generated largely from iPhone sales that continue year after year. The company's services division alone, including the App Store, iCloud, and Apple Music, generates over $85 billion annually with profit margins that would make most companies weep with envy. Apple's ecosystem locks in 2 billion active devices worldwide, creating customer loyalty that borders on religious devotion, but one company still reigns supreme. And finally, number 1, Amazon. Wait, didn't we already cover Amazon? Actually, no. While Amazon ranks 4th by revenue, when you measure by total impact, market dominance, and sheer scale of operations, Amazon is the biggest tech company in the world. That $500 billion revenue figure from the intro? That's Amazon. With 1.5 million employees, it's the second largest employer in America after Walmart. Amazon doesn't just sell products or host websites, it has created an inescapable infrastructure that touches nearly every digital interaction and physical delivery in the modern world. AWS powers 32% of the global cloud market, more than Microsoft and Google combined. The company's logistics network includes 500,000 delivery drivers, 40,000 trucks, 100 aircraft, and over 600 million square feet of warehouse space. Amazon isn't just a tech company anymore, it's the operating system for global commerce itself. So which tech giant surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know if I missed your favorite. Whether you're Team Apple, Team Microsoft, or think Amazon's dominance is terrifying, I want to hear about it. Smash that like button and subscribe for a brand new top 10 every single day.